Please be advised the Brickyard is a smoke-free facility. The school city of Hobart, all team members, along with the IHSAA, thank you for your cooperation in not smoking. Due to COVID-19 and the Lake County Department of Health mandate, masks are required in outdoor spaces when it's not possible to socially distance from people not in the same household. Therefore, we ask that all spectators maintain proper social distancing in the bleachers unless sitting with members of the same household. If social distancing cannot be maintained, we ask that you please wear a mask. Masks are required when moving around the stadium to concessions or the restrooms. The school city of Hobart asks you to please do your part to help stop the spread. We thank you for your support.
Get the heck out of here.
Today's game is being broadcast by the Region Sports Network on the internet at regionsports.com and facebook.com/Region Sports. Fans can go to the site after the game to watch an on-demand replay of the broadcast. Thank you. Get up-to-the-minute information from state championship events by following the IHSAA on Twitter at IHSAA1. That's IHSAA1. Remember, fans, attitudes are contagious, so please be sure your attitude towards our officials, coaches, and each other is always supportive and positive. Thank you for practicing good sportsmanship. On behalf of the Indianapolis Colts, good luck to all teams in their quest for an IHSAA state championship. The Indianapolis Colts are proud to be representing sponsor of the IHSAA football state tournament. The Indianapolis Colts take great pride in serving the youth of Indiana by furthering the advancement of health, fitness, and the game of football. Through year-round initiatives, over 25,000 youth across the state are actively engaged in opportunities to lead a healthy lifestyle. Good luck to all teams participating, and thank you for your continued support. You're good at being you. You've been you for years. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is good at your insurance. Find an agent to help you think about it at infb.com. That is infb.com. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. With more than 40 locations, 100 programs, and 1,000 online classes, IB Tech Community College has you covered. No matter where you live or what your interests are, learn more and apply for free at ibtech.edu. That is ibtech.edu. IHSAA Foundation.
Hello and welcome to the IHSAA Section 17 sectional title between the Hobart Brickies and the Lowell Red Devils. Yeah, sorry.
My name's Luke Wyman.
And I am Kevin Ray.
We have going to be a very interesting game here today. Lowell is fresh off of a very good win off of Highland, and Hobart, in case you didn't see the last stream, beat Gary Westside 70-0. 63 of those points coming in the first half.
Yeah, dominant performance by both teams throughout their last two games. Looking very good, very strong coming into this competition. And so I want to take a moment to discuss some of the keys to the game, if we can.
Thank you.
For Hobart specifically, time of possession and establishing the run game and building that play action off of it. That's what they've done very well so far throughout the season. And then for Lowell, get quarterback confident. Last year, he somewhat struggled against the Brickies. He threw a couple interceptions. It was hard for him. But this year, he looks to have a bit of a revenge game. So if they can get this quarterback confident, he will do well. Win the turnover margin. It's very hard to beat Hobart when you're losing the turnover margin, and of course get points off of those turnovers.
That turnover margin, that is definitely going to be a hard task. I'm just going to use the Gary Westside game again. 5 of the 10 touchdowns from the Brickies came off of either a fumble recovery that led to a touchdown or a pick six.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very difficult to keep the Brickies from
forcing turnovers.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, we are joined with our social media manager, Ethan. He's done a great job, and we finally got him some space in the camera, so good to have him here with us.
So tonight's officials for this contest are Tim Holmes, George Plesac, Michael Spengler, Jeff Holmes, and Stephen Green.
Excellent. So once again, both teams very strong coming into this game. Lowell winning, I believe it was, so their defense is both very strong.
Exactly.
Lowell held the Highland to, I believe, 7 last we checked in that game.
Highland actually was winning that game to start the first, going into the second quarter. They were actually up. They were up 7-0 heading into the second quarter, and then Lowell must have flipped a switch, turned on the Jets, and then they just could not stop.
Yeah, this is a very, very dangerous Lowell team. 4-6 is their official record, but yeah.
4-6 is not a quite a great record because they did have to forfeit a lot of games.
Yeah. But still, I believe they both competed for the conference title in, I believe, the Crossroads conference, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so both very, very good teams. Should be a great one to watch tonight.
So for those of you watching at home, if you haven't gotten the news, this is actually the sectional finals game.
Yes, sectional title on the line here. It would be, I believe it is the repeat of the sectional title last year.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, we are getting confirmed it is. So, like I said, Stojancic, their quarterback, struggled a little bit last year against the Brickies, threw some interceptions. Interesting thing about Stojancic, former Hobart player. He was here for a while, at least freshman year. I believe he left in his sophomore year to go to Lowell. Became the starting quarterback, so has a little bit of a history with Hobart. Good, so just a fun story.
You're going to see a little quarterback rivalry then,
yeah.
I take it, correct?
Both were competing for the quarterback spot for the freshmen and throughout middle school and all that. Both great quarterbacks, should be really fun to watch.
So before this game gets started, we have about 15 minutes until kickoff heads off. What do you think your prediction of the score is going to be?
Well, I'm going to say I believe that Hobart's defense is going to be able to force turnovers. Mm-hmm. They've been very successful all season long. Last year they were very successful against this Lowell team in forcing those turnovers. Like I said, some interceptions and overall just a great performance by the defense that year. My money is going to go on a 35-17 Hobart win. I think their defense will be too much for the Lowell Red Devils in this one. But let Lowell prove me wrong.
So I'm going to narrow down that lead by a lot.
Yeah.
I think that Lowell's defense, because as we saw against the Highland game, Lowell is definitely on a roll right now.
Yep.
They score, yes, they did score the first touchdown, but then I believe they held them to about 10 points for the remaining 3 quarters.
Yeah.
So I think Lowell's defense is going to continue to just stop Riley Johnson, Zach Vode, Mark Enslin, those those really good players on the Hobart offense. But I think the defense forcing the turnovers for Hobart is going to be the deciding factor. I think it's going to be 24-21 Hobart.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm just really quickly, because they do have the common opponent in Highland. So I called that game for the Brickies. Obviously, it was 44-6 was the final. I'm just going to check the score for their common opponent.
I believe they played Lowell twice. I believe Highland played Lowell twice, yes.
So Highland played Lowell twice. Their first regular season being 27-7, the playoff being 48-14. Of course, Brickies 44-6. So common opponent, both dominant against Highland, so should be fun.
Is unacceptable and not welcome at IHSAA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated, and please enjoy tonight's game. The IHSAA restrictions for tonight's contest include the following. Banners and posters are not allowed. Battery-powered or electronic noise.
So it is a nice one out here at the Brickyard.
Yeah, we thought it would be cold.
Yeah, it's currently 63 degrees outside. It's going to be that way until 10 p.m. when the game ends. It'll be 57 at a low.
Glad I won't be freezing.
Exactly.
Obviously, we had the box seat last week, but this time weren't so fortunate. Had a couple more people in the box, so we got moved back out to our normal spot right in front of the box.
All team members along with the IHSAA, thank you for your cooperation in not smoking. Due to COVID-19 in the Lake County Department
So there, obviously, we have a score bug.
When it's not possible to
For some reason, our graphic was a little off-center, so we're switching to the score bug already. 12 minutes to kick off. Really anticipating this one. Obviously, I'd like to correct my score prediction, actually. I'm going to have to say I give Lowell one more touchdown. I'm going to say 35-24.
All right.
Because I am actually pretty confident in that offense. I don't know why I went for 35-17.
So you think it's going to be a really high-scoring game? It's going to be an exciting game?
Yeah, it will be an exciting game. I think just maybe... oh, and here's the color guide.
Ethan Cox, David Brasher Harding, Andrew Clemens, and Paige Bordeaux. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Officials for tonight's contest are Tim Holmes, George Plesac, Michael Spangler, Jeff Holmes, and Stephen Green.
So we are back after the anthem.
So, Ethan, since you're in the camera light with us, what do you think your score predictions are going to be? I will let you reach over and grab that mic if you can.
Oh, please.
Well, what I will say, of course, is that I think this is going to be a way more competitive game than these two, obviously. And I think that while Hobart will still win, Lowell will definitely put up a fight, with my final score prediction being 35 to 21.
And the 35, I'm assuming you mean Hobart?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did say that he thinks that Hobart will pull out a win.
All right.
So we have our predictions. We have 35 to 21. We have 24-21.
24-21.
And then 35-24. So,
ladies and gentlemen watching at home, we currently have just under 8 minutes until kickoff.
yeah, I mean, the anticipation, you can really feel it. Everyone here is really excited for this. It's just a really good environment right now. So
It's a good turnout on both sides of the football as well. Not only are there lots and lots of fans for Hobart, but if we look across the stadium, we can see stands almost being packed for the Lowell Red Devils.
yeah, plenty of fans, lots of support for both sides here. Look forward to seeing a really good one right tonight. So I want to maybe talk about those keys a little bit more again. Specifically for Hobart, control the ball. Hold on to the ball as long as you can. They've been known to hold a run game well, so establish the run game also key. And also building a play action. For Lowell, get that quarterback confident. He had a bit of a hard time last year. Make him confident, and he will perform well against these Brickies, and of course win the turnover margin and get some points off of those turnovers. So do you have any keys you would like to bring up?
So we talk a lot about
sorry.
So we had just a bit of technical difficulties. Kevin, you had asked me if I had any keys to the game. We talk a lot about how Hobart's run game when Riley Johnson and Mark Enslin is very good, and it's very exciting, and it's very frequent. But if you look at passing, we have someone very good on receiving in Zach Vode.
Yeah, Zach Vode has been monstrous
Exactly.
throughout these last couple games. Some insane plays. And then actually we have a mic for Ethan. So we'd love to have you elaborate a little bit on the Vode performance so far throughout this season. He's been excellent overall. Had some huge plays in that Highland game.
One of my favorite highlights of Zach Vode, it was at the Munster game. They were on around the 50-yard line. He gets a 50-yard touchdown gain.
Yeah.
There was a flag on the play,
Got called back.
and they got called it back. Ran the same play, this time for a 55-yard touchdown to Zach
Yeah.
Vode again.
Exactly. It was incredible.
So, Ethan, what are your thoughts? Do you think there are any keys to the game towards either team?
Well, I'll start out with Lowell to begin with. Lowell's key of the game is just they got to keep Johnston Turley off the field. They got to keep that Hobart offense off the field, because once they started, they won't stop, and it's going to be quite a game for them. So I think keeping the offense off the field for Lowell will be great for them. And Hobart, just keep on doing what they've been doing. They have one of the best defenses like that I've seen in a long time, and then very, very good offense, very efficient. So for Hobart, they just got to keep on doing what they've been doing, and, well, they'll get another dub if they do.
Couldn't agree more. Just keep up what you're doing. You've been excellent throughout the rest of this season so far. No reason to change what you haven't had issues with. So, yeah, excellent performances throughout the year. We'll look to continue that, of course.
So if you're watching on the stream, you can see fans from the Hobart side spanning from coast to coast on our side of the stadium.
Yeah, plenty of people on both sides. Lots of support for both sides. Like we said, it's a big game. It's the sectional title. Obviously, if you win the sectional title, you want people to be there to see it. So, really looking forward to it. Excited for what I believe will be an offensive battle.
Yes. So I believe you can correct me if I'm incorrect, but I believe Maryville is playing in their sectional finals in 6A, and I believe Valpo is playing in 5A. If someone could check that for me, please.
I will check that right now. I'm not 100% sure, but you might be correct.
If so, let me know who they're playing, please.
Will do.
And here come the Lowell Red Devils coming out of their locker room.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the visitors, the Lowell Red Devils.
Hear the roar from Hobart fans. Here they are ready for this one.
And here come the Hobart Brickies.
Your assumption was correct. Maryville is playing Lafayette Jefferson tonight for the Section 1 section final.
So we got a good showing from this area.
Yeah. Around the region, lots of good teams. Obviously, Hobart played Maryville, did lose, but honestly held them to 23. That's not a bad performance. That defense will hold up against just about anybody. Loving to see it every year. So, yeah, defense, huge.
And then I believe I also asked if Valpo was playing in their 5A state championship. I believe they played
Are they
Michigan
5A or 6?
I believe they're 5A. Because I remember last year there was 3 teams in semi-state. It was Maryville, Valpo, and Hobart.
I'm getting information that is correct.
And number 17, Cameron Stoyancevich for the Hobart Brickies.
So
Number 3, Riley Johnston. And number 11, Bobby Babcock.
And like we said before, Stoyancevich and Johnston, old friends. They've gone to middle school, a little bit of high school, elementary school. They've all been together for a long time. So great to see them playing against each other. It should be a fun one. And it appears that Lowell has won the toss based on their celebration, but let's see.
Somebody is crowd surfing on top of the Lowell dog pile.
Today's game is being broadcast by the Region Sports Network on the internet at regionsports.com and facebook.com/Region Sports. Fans can go to the site after the game to watch an on-demand replay of the broadcast. Thank you.
with Jankovic running onto the field. Oh, no, so they aren't kicking off. Okay, so yeah, it appears that Hobart will be receiving the opening kick.
Number 47,
So-
Tyler Turley, and number 83, Zach Vode are deep.
Do you happen to remember who had the first possession of the Gary Westside Hobart game?
It was Gary Westside.
It was Gary Westside. So this is the first time in about a week that we'll see
Well, at least a week, yes. Hobart will have
ESPN type highlights.
Booger McFarland. And we're off. Oh, a squib kick is touched by Hobart and received by Zach Vode. He will look to make people miss, but will not be able to. He will be dragged down at about the 15, maybe 14-yard line. They will mark it the 15. First and 10 for Hobart.
That was a good kick by the Lowell kicker. Went right over his head and then bounced almost over the second guy, but he just happened to tip it. So
excellent bounce for
good stoppage for Lowell here.
Yep. So Hobart starting with some of the worst field position they've had to start a drive in a while.
As we know, though, Hobart's field possession most times doesn't really matter. They just need to get their offense moving, and then once they start, they cannot stop.
Yep. And pulled out by Johnston. He will look to make some space for himself. He
Stays on his feet. Gets the first down at about 4 or 5 yards after the play.
Excellent run there by Johnston. Stumbled a little bit because of a man tripping him up, but great play there so far. And you almost always expect some kind of run by Hobart to start a game. But obviously there, a little bit of trickery on the draw, quarterback draw.
Hobart's unpredictability on offense is what makes their offense so great.
Yes, very diverse.
Because not only do you have a good quarterback who can throw and run the ball, but you have good running backs in Mark Enslin and Tyler Turley, and as we know, we have the beast in Zach Vode.
Yep. Back to pass to Johnson, and they throw it to Vode.
Zach Vode,
who will get out to about another first down. Let's see where they mark him. And they will move the chains. That's another first down. Hobart getting momentum on their first drive. Keeping a tempo, too, kind of. Not exactly no huddle, but definitely getting tempo. Seems like they'll slow that down a little bit now.
Number 8, Reese Eisen on the tackle.
Hobart so far very successful in mixing it up. We'll see if that continues throughout. Vode in motion, they fake to him. Dump off, but that will be almost intercepted. Dangerous throw by Johnston there. Just kind of floated up to the running back. Didn't see the defensive back waiting for that pass. Very dangerous.
That was
lucky to escape a pick there.
Yes, that was Kyler Newcomb on the SWAT.
Yeah, actually an outside linebacker, my bad. Snap to hand off Turley. And he will gain very little. That appears to be 2 yards. That will bring up 3rd and 8.
He's met by number 61, Hunter Cross, and number 64, Samuel Dumpsky. It's a gain of 3, 3rd and 7.
Correction, 3rd and 7.
Hobart is facing a 3rd and long. Let's see what they can do here.
It's early in motion, looking like they're going to drop it off. No, they drop it off to Vode, and he has space. Beats a man to the corner.
On the 30.
Makes a man
He's
miss.
on the 30. What a great gain by Zach Vode.
All the way to the 29.
Just when it looked like he was about to be stopped for the 4th down, he makes his way and gets about a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, you see that stutter step there. Got the defender somewhat to bite and just kept beating him to the corner. Great run by Zach Vode and a great play design by Coach Osika right there.
And now Hobart is in Lowell territory.
Yep. So Carlson, the deep set back there, he's normally a fullback, and they do give it to him. Plunges up the middle for about 5. Good, strong run right there by Braden Carlson. So Hobart so far mixing it up.
Their tempo is just fantastic right now. They have gotten a perfect blend of running and passing.
Yeah. Great mix. It's a good rhythm. Ellis and Enslin outside. They'll give to Turley. He plunges ahead for another first down for Hobart. Hobart getting some very strong runs throughout this first drive from Turley and Carlson. Gotta love that. Like we said, establish that run game if you can.
Yeah, Hobart is just inching closer and closer and closer to that end zone. We might see a touchdown in the opening 5 minutes.
That's definitely what Hobart wants. 1st and 10 from the 18. 3 receivers out wide. Fake to Turley. Has a man open.
Wide open.
And it's incomplete. Had him wide open, just couldn't hang on after the contact.
That pass was broken up by number 7, Tyler Newcomb.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on there. Almost a touchdown. It was a perfect throw. Hit him right in the hands. He just couldn't hold on through the contact.
Hobart lining up 2 receivers, Zach Vode and
Jankovic.
Mickey Jankovic.
Hand off Turley.
Turley gets a nice
some
gain.
yards. Looks like he will get 4. Maybe 5. No, that will be 4. 3rd and 6. No, 5.
Ball's on the 13-yard line. 3rd down.
So 3rd and manageable. Ooh, looked like there's going to be pressure. Hand off Turley. He goes up the middle. Will he get there? It does not appear so.
Don't believe so.
So it will be 4th down.
I got a question for you though. With Hobart's momentum right now, it's about 4th and
It's
around
4th and
2. Do you think they go for it, or do you think they send on the kicking unit?
They have an excellent kicker in Jankovic. So if you feel like you only need the 3, you've got it pretty much guaranteed. But if you want to take a risk here, for a little bit more momentum, go for it. So, and that looks like exactly what they will do. Jankovic out to Vode, and he will be just shy, it appears. They'll mark him at the 1-yard line, but that will be the first down. First and goal on the 1.
Zach Vode showing incredible athleticism from both plays on the 45-yard line on Hobart's territory and on this play that we just saw here.
Indeed. Brought up, my bad, the 2 it will be on. We brought up last game how difficult those throws to the outside are. They are much longer than they appear. And Riley Johnston had a perfect throw right there. Got it right on time. And this is in all likelihood a run. Oh, a fumble. Turley will fall on it for about a loss of 1. It is a loss, but at least it is not a loss of possession. So overall, not what you want, but better than the worst possible scenario there.
Could not have said it better myself, Kevin.
Brickies line up in that same 3-back position. And it appears it will be another handoff to Turley. He fights for extra yardage down to about the 1.
Turley. It is a gain of 3.
They will mark him down
Tackle made by number 37, Riley Binkley.
at about the 1.5-yard line.
The ball is placed at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Brickies, let's go!
3rd and goal. So here
Come on, Bricks, let's go!
Lowell defense
may
is
not be the last play for Hobart's offense in this
Yeah.
goal line position. They went for it last time, but let's see if they get in here. Handoff Turley left side, and he is stuffed. Blown up by number 42 in the backfield. That is Spencer Barta.
Spencer Barta.
Great play.
great read and a great tackle by Barta.
Yeah, great. Just ran right through the hole and blew up the running back. And
All right.
so Hobart, with a big loss there,
Shockley to snap.
obviously going to take their field goal here.
Jankovic to kick.
Jankovic to kick. He's been perfect throughout the season.
He had 10 PATs against Gary Westside last
That he
game.
did. And he will continue his streak of perfection, making it Hobart 3, Lowell 0.
5:14 left in this first quarter. It is Hobart 3, Lowell 0.
So good goal line stoppage by the Lowell Red Devils. Sure, that's
Exactly.
some points, but they avoided a touchdown.
That's what you want to do. If the offense gets in that red zone even, let alone the goal line, if you can hold them to a field goal, that's a successful defensive play there.
I said the best hot dogs in Northwest Indiana. They're big, they're beefy, they are delicious. Visit our concession stand and put them to the test.
But overall, I'd say that was, even though you didn't get the touchdown, you did get 3, I'd say that's overall a successful
Yes, that
drive
is-
for the Hobart.
100%. You're still good. Although it's not a touchdown, that's still points on the board.
Yep.
So not terrible. And even with just that field goal, you've established a tempo for your offense that you can continue to build on for the rest of the
Got
game.
into a rhythm. Took that was an 80-yard drive, went from the 15 to the 5. So overall, I'd take the positives from that for both sides. Got the goal line stop and also the long drive. Like we said, this is going to be a tight contest. This is going to be fun to watch.
Let's go, Rosario!
So Jankovic out to kick for the first time tonight. He's been excellent on kickoffs so far throughout the season. And it looks like he will continue that with a decent kick that dies out at a 15. Returned by
Number 80, Michael Pablo on the return.
Braden Walker, number 2.
Number 10, Dakota Vanderberg.
Oh, my
on the
bad.
initial hit.
No, yes.
The returner is wrangled down at the 34-yard line.
So it will be 1st and 10 Lowell.
First down, Red Devils.
So this is our first time seeing Cameron Stojancic on the field tonight. Let's see what he can do. Lowell more of a passing team than Hobart, somewhat. Let's see if that is proven. No, they will hand it off. And he will be stopped just at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little farther. Should bring up about 2nd and
Number 44, Ryan Flores on the tackle.
9.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
So yeah, stuffed right about the line to start. So
Come on, defense!
this time looking more of like a passing position. Oh, someone jumped. That looks like it will be a false start. And they will call it false start on Lowell. That will bring him back 5 yards, making it 2nd and 15.
Come on, boys! Let's go, D! Come on, defense! Let's go, dude! Come on, defense!
2nd and 15. Definitely going to be a challenge for the Lowell Red Devils.
Yeah, definitely a passing down here. And it is a pass, the first of the game.
Overthrown by about 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, big overthrow there. Maybe a little bit of nerves here. It is a sectional title, a lot of pressure here. So
it is now 3rd and very long, 15 yards.
Yeah, 3rd and 15. Obvious passing down here. Let's see what happens. Man in motion. Snap taken by Stojancic. Throws it outside.
Wide open.
Has a man
And he
wide
gets it.
open. And brought down at about the 45-yard line. Throw to Kyler Newcomb.
Fresh off of an overthrow. That was a great find
hit him
by
right
the
in the
QB.
hands. Like I said, Kyler Newcomb on the catch. He was the one who almost had the interception on the Hobart opening drive. That ball did not bounce off of his hands this time.
Lowell's now in Hobart territory.
Yep. Outside handoff to number 12. Number 12, Ryan Marks. For a decent gain of about
6 yards.
7.5.
Brought down by number 83, Zach Vode.
Zach Vode on the tackle.
It's a gain of 8 on the play, 2nd and 2.
So 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3 area. Looks like it'll be a probable run. And they will run it, but he will be stuffed. Just a single yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Jacob Simpson on that tackle, I believe.
He is tackled by number 42, Jake Simpson.
Yep, correct.
It is a gain of 1, 3rd and 1.
Come on, defense!
3rd and 1, here we go. First 3rd down, other than the long one. Hand off, and he will get it.
Number 12, Ryan Marks.
Looks to be a gain of 4. That will be enough for the first down. Inside the 35 at the 32. 1st and 10, Lowell.
First down, Red Devils.
So Red Devils putting themselves a drive of their own.
Yeah, both teams' offenses are playing extremely well right now. Both tempos are extremely high, and I think we might be seeing a very high-scoring game.
Yep. Handoff Marks again. He will plunge into the pile, and that will look like a gain of 3, bring up 2nd and 7.
Number 12, Ryan Marks on the carry. Brought down by number 59, Cam Smith. It is a gain of 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 7, kind of a combo type situation. You could run it and get a little closer, and that's what they will do. He will be stuffed at the line. Nowhere to go, runs into a brick wall. Looks like they will give him a gain of about 1.
Number 52, Hayden McLam on the initial hit.
That will be 3rd and 6.
That was Hayden McLam on the tackle, number 52.
Gain of 1 on the play, 3rd and 6.
Just under a minute of time left in this first quarter.
So 3rd and 6. You might be able to run it, but this one looks like it's going to be a pass here. Number 5 in motion. Drop back, has Babcock coming at him. Throws it high, and it will be incomplete. That will be 4th down at the 28.
Almost picked off by Riley Johnson off of that deflection.
Dove for the ball, was unable to recover in time, but.
For 11, Bobby Babcock, number 50.
So now here's the question. Is this 4-down territory? Because I don't know how good the kicker is for Lowell. I don't know if he can get a kick of this distance. It is 45, which is long for high school.
Well,
and it looks like they will go for it. Here we go. 4th and 6. Low snap. Rolling out is Stoyancevich,
And he
and
got
has
it
a man.
on his.
Almost had a touchdown, but it will be saved by Vode. So that will be first and goal inside the 10. They will mark him at the 8.
Tackled out of bounds by number 83, Zach Vode.
Great rollout pass there.
First and goal.
Handoff to Marks again. He will be stopped well short of the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. That will be second and goal at the 10-yard line. Great defensive play there.
Hobart's doing very well the past couple plays on that run game, but it's the passing defense that needs to step up right now.
Yep. Like I said,
Time is about to expire in the first quarter. Let's see if Lowell gets one last
hand
play off.
And
will he get a touchdown?
Outside.
Stays on his
Finding for
feet.
extra yardage,
Does
but will be
not
short.
quite get it.
2 yards short, just about. A good run, but that will be the end of the first quarter. Your score, 3-0, Hobart leads.
Your first quarter score, it is Hobart 3, Lowell 0.
So while Lowell is very familiar in the score, it being 7-0 Highland in their first quarter, the Brickies haven't quite seen the same results. I believe it was 35-0 first quarter for them in the Gary Westside game.
Yeah, it was a very impressive offensive performance. I'd like to go back to those keys of the game once again for the visiting team specifically. Quarterback confidence. He has been excellent on this drive. He's been handling it very well. Had a couple of incompletions, one overthrow to start, but after that, been pretty much perfect, on point throughout his passes.
And excuse me, I'm gonna
Go
cut
ahead.
you off. The fourth down kind of confirms that the quarterback is feeling comfortable, that he's feeling ready to go, because a lot of people, like people that would be in that position, they're going to be nervous. They're not going to know what to do on 4th and 6. But the QB kept calm, kept his composure, and he got the completion.
Yeah.
Led them down to about the 2-yard line now.
Yeah, since that overthrow, the only incompletion was off of a tip. So overall, great performance so far by Stoyancevich. Lowell will look to continue that.
Ethan, do you have any thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, I'll say this for sure. Lowell ain't no 4-16, that's for sure. They're going to put up a fight like I just said earlier before, so we're in for a dogfight for sure here tonight.
Couldn't agree more with you, Ethan. And the camera has panned back towards the field, so it looks like the second quarter is about to start underway.
So yeah, 3rd and goal here on the 2. Lowell in that same running position that Hobart had been going in. Marks
And
will
he is
be
in.
for a touchdown. Touchdown Lowell.
Touchdown Lowell. Number 12, Ryan Marks. It is a 2-yard run.
Hobart not quite successful on the goal line defense as Lowell was.
Yeah, got in instantly pretty much. Got to the 2 and just unable to stop him. So yeah, I believe Ryan Marks, yes indeed. And here to kick, that is Caden Britton. And his extra point is low, might have been tipped, but it will be good. So Lowell takes their first lead of the game here, going up 7-3.
Caden Britton. With 11:56 left in this first half, it is Lowell 7, Hobart
So
3.
like we said, this is going to be a contest. This is going to be tight throughout most of the game, we expect. Just need to see how far each team is willing to go. They're going to have to fight for every yard, every inch. And we're seeing that so far.
Both teams are playing with lots and lots of heart, too.
Yep.
They both really want to win this game.
Yep. So once again, Britton out to
A
kick.
couple scores of interest. Chesterton and Elkhart are knotted up at 7 apiece in the second quarter. And also in the second quarter, it is Maryville 27, Lafayette Jeff 14.
So if you could not hear the announcement over the speakers,
Britton set to kick.
Maryville down 14-7 right now.
Who are they playing?
Lafayette Jefferson.
Lafayette Jefferson.
Ooh, another one of those squib kicks. We'll see who has it. It appears Hobart does.
And for the second straight time, it almost worked.
That ball
Yeah.
is recovered by the Brickies.
So Hobart will retain possession of the very short kick.
Got some good yardage due to that kick.
Yep.
Currently about, I believe, the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
37-yard line.
Excellent, excellent field position for the Brickies to start. Let's see if that makes the difference in a touchdown and a field goal this time. Brickies in the usual single set back formation.
Three
Carlson
receivers lined up.
lined up outside. Vote in motion. And it looks like it will be a pass. Johnston boots out, throws it deep to Vode. No Enslin, and just a little bit out of his range of catching.
Looks like Enslin tripped right before he was about to catch the ball.
Yeah, had to redirect himself very quickly. Just lost control of his feet and stumbled a little bit to miss the catch there. But still, second down and 10.
Reese Ison on the coverage, 2nd and 10.
But a good job there by Johnston to avoid the pressure.
Jay Blank also in on the coverage.
Had a man screaming at him. I didn't quite catch the number, but had a lot of pressure in his face. They will hand off Turley. He will rush
Get about
forward for
3
about,
yards.
It looks more like 4, but we'll give it 3.
Turley on the carry. Brought down by number 44, Caleb Miranda.
Yeah, that will be 4 yards, 3rd and 6.
The ball is placed on the 41-yard line, 3rd and 5.
Oh, my bad, 3rd and 5. So 3rd and manageable here. At the 41.5 or so. Probably going to be a pass, but could easily be a run. Hobart getting about 4 yards per carry. And it will be a pass. Johnston is swarmed, and he
Johnson
will
is
be taken
sacked.
down. A huge loss on the play, brought all the way back to the 32, almost a loss of 10. That'll be 3rd and 14? I mean, 4th and 14, my bad, 4th and 14.
Johnson tried to evade the first man, but rising out of the first, 3 more came in his place, so there was nothing really that the quarterback could do.
Make that 13. So Vode back to punt. A great performance there by Lowell's defense. Excellent punt there. Plenty of distance, and it will bounce out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So it will be 1st and 10 Lowell. Exactly what you want if you're Lowell. Gave up a little bit of field position on the attempted squib kind of onside thing, kick, but forced a 3 and out. Got what you wanted. Now you got the ball. Continue your momentum on the offensive side of the ball. Could be a big lead to start this half.
This for Lowell. This is looking identical almost to their game against Highland.
Oh, and swallowed up in the backfield is Marks. A loss of about 4, maybe 5. That'll be 2nd and 15.
Good read by the Hobart defense.
Yeah, Babcock just pushed the lineman back into the running back.
That's a loss of 4 in the
Babcock
play,
is
2nd and 14.
strong. He knocks people back so often. And that time knocked him right into the running back. So 2nd and 15.
I can only imagine that Lowell would go for a pass here.
They've been very successful with it so far, so I can agree with you on that one. They play action, dump off to a man underneath, and he is swallowed up by Tyler Turley. Great tackle there. Seems to have gotten about a yard past the original line of scrimmage. Will be about 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9 area. So 3rd and long here. Bricky's looking to also force their first 3 and out of the game.
We know what Lowell can do though on those 3rd and 4th downs, so.
Passing game is very strong for Lowell, so let's see here. Stojancic back to pass, throws, and will be overthrowing number 44, Caleb Miranda. So that will bring up 4th and 10, and it looks like they are sending out the punting unit. So back-to-back 3 and outs.
Yeah,
I couldn't have said that I expected this right off after the first 2 drives, both very successful on offense. Now the defense is putting on a show.
Yeah. That just proves how good both teams are on
very
both sides of the
diverse
ball.
teams. This punt is very high. Turley will call for a fair catch at about the 42. That will be 1st and 10, Hobart. So a net gain of 5 yards for Hobart so far, thanks to the very good Vode punt and a very good performance by the Brick defense. So Bricky's looking to right their wrongs from the last drive. Probably going to start off with more running on this one.
On the contrary, Lowell is looking to put up another 3 and out. Let's see if they can put them up for 2 in a row.
Let's see. Turley in the backfield. And they will give it to him on an outside handoff. And he will be knocked down at what appears to be the 46. They will mark him. No, the 45.
Number 19, Riley.
Let's just wait for the refs. The refs will mark him at about the 49 and a half. No, 48 and a half. So about a gain of 5. Hand off to Turley.
Turley not quite as successful as his first run, but it's about a yard or 2 on the gain.
Yep.
So it'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and what appears to be 3.
Tackled by number 61, Hunter Cross. Runner gains the 49-yard line, 3rd and 2.
Oh, my bad. It is 3rd and 2. So you can go either way with this, and they will stick to the run, and Turley is upended, but will not before he gets the first down. That'll be 1st and 10, Hobart at the 46-yard line, maybe 45.
All Turley has set of downs.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Like I said, establish that run game. Hobart is looking to do that. Now, I can only expect play action this time. Not even play action, just a pass. Johnston rolling out, has a man, hits Vode, makes a man miss, and steps out of bounds just barely. If he doesn't step out of bounds there, he is getting a little bit, quite a bit more.
Good call by the officials to recognize that he stepped out of bounds.
He just barely did it, so great eyes.
Not before Hobart gains the 34-yard line, 1st down Hobart.
So 1st and 10 Hobart after a very successful pass play to Zach Vode. He is not currently on the field. So you can only expect run, and that it is. Turley bounces it outside and gets to about the 30. That'll be up 2nd and 5.
Another great run by Turley, 5-yard gain.
Run out of bounds by number 8, Reese Sison.
Well, they will mark him actually at the, about a little shy of the 31. Make that 2nd and 6. Hand off Turley once again. Plunges for extra yardage.
Good run by Turley.
Yeah, good run. Mark it at the 25. Should be about 3rd and inches. We'll mark it 1.
That ball is placed at the 25-yard line, 3rd and 1.
Hobart on the 25-yard line, officially in the end zone. Or excuse me, not the end zone, the red zone.
Yeah.
The wrong zone.
No, they're not in the red zone yet. Actually, it's inside the 20s, the red zone. So close.
Really?
Yep. And pulls it out
Riley
himself.
Johnson
and Johnson
takes
has
it.
some space.
Wide
and he
open,
will take
finds
it
a
for a
hole.
touchdown.
Riley Johnston, touchdown.
Excellent run by Johnson, and that's what Hobart loves to do. Dual threat quarterback, pull it out and just take it himself.
See, that was a great
Excellent block by Enslin there.
Yeah, great run by Riley Johnson finding those holes, and like you said, great block by Mark Enslin to allow that hole to open up.
So Hobart will reclaim the lead here.
Jankovic set to kick.
And like we've said every time he's kicked, he's pretty much perfect when he does. And he continues. So that brings Hobart's lead to 10-7. Hobart appreciating that field goal, keeping them in the lead here. So an excellent drive for Hobart. You saw the run game, very heavy in that one. Obviously there was the pass to Vogue, but other than that, like a large percentage of it was on the run.
So
From Turley and Johnston.
Is there any way we could pull up the Hobart's keys to the game?
I believe we can. So Hobart Keys definitely have established that run game that we were talking about. Have yet to really play the play action off of it, but very successful on that, establishing the run game. In time of possession, I believe they've had the ball for most of the time. Oh, my bad, switch that. So time of possession, Hobart leading and doing excellent on establishing what they wanted to do throughout this game.
Jankovic set to take the kick again.
Let's go! Hit somebody!
Jankovic once again to kick. And what a booming kick. Oh, and it's muffed somewhat. Fielded back at the 10, and he will be stopped inside the 15. Carried by the Hobart return defense. Jake Simpson there, number 42. So an excellent kick by Jankovic leads to really narrow field position for Lowell.
Well, we saw Hobart come out of it in a similar position. I think that Lowell's going to be able to get out of this area too.
Definitely a possibility. This appears to be 1st and 10 on the 8-13. Marks in the backfield. And in motion handoff to Marks. And he will be stopped after a decent gain of what appears to be about 7. They'll mark him down at the 20. 2nd down and 3.
Down by number 83, Zach Vogt. Not before a gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
We are just under halfway done with the second quarter.
Go defense! Go deep!
So an excellent run to start the first play of the drive. This time it is going to be a pass, and he has a man streaking down the field, but he just missed him. That was John Johnson running down the field wide open, but he just missed him.
If I was Lowell, I wouldn't be too.
Oh,
There's
a
flag
penalty
on the
flag
play.
down, yeah. Let's see what that's about. Personal foul on the Brickies.
It is a 15-yard penalty.
That is a 15-yard penalty. So that will move. Oh, what? Ref's discussing. Personal foul, Hobart.
So
yeah, discussing on the measurements.
Kevin, did you happen to catch where the foul was? Excuse me. So I know we know what the flag was, but
I did not see where it happened or what it was on. But yeah, so that is a 15-yard penalty. It will be 1st and 10 from the 35 Lowell. And we're good to play. So Jancevic in the backfield, Johnson in motion. Handoff Marks once again, and he will be stuffed. Nowhere to go for Marks there. He will be stopped after a gain of 1. That was Turley screaming in for a beautiful hit there.
Yeah, that was a good hit by Turley. Kept him to no gain.
Actually, a gain of 1.
Oh.
About 1, yeah.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 9. Handoff Marks again. And he is stopped after another gain of what appears to be 1.5 yards this time. We'll make it 2. We like to round up here. So we'll be up 3rd and 7, 3rd and somewhat long.
3rd and 8.
And from what we've seen from Lowell so far, we're going to probably see a pass here.
Yeah.
Over 0. That is the 2nd quarter. 3rd down.
The receivers lined up.
Johnson once again in motion. Yep, it will be a pass. Has a man.
Wow!
And it hits him right in the hands, but he is unable to make the catch. That was number 44, Caleb Miranda on the target, but that will be 4th and 7, and they are sending on the punt team.
Not quite sure what just happened there. He was wide open on that play. I didn't see anyone around him for at least a yard or 2.
Big break for Hobart that he was unable to bring that one in. So it is it's Christopher Janikosik.
Turley in the backfield to receive.
And will take the fair catch. Just shy of the 40-yard lane. They will mark him at the 37.5. We'll call it the 38. Great play by a Hobart defense there, forcing their 2nd punt of the game.
We do have an update. In the 2nd quarter, it is now Logansport 22, Hobart 7.
And the winner of this game will face against Logansport and the winner of Logansport and
Culver
Culver.
Academy is correct.
Currently, the score, if I heard that right, is 22-7. Logansport. Johnston pulls it out and has some space, and he will run for a 1st down of his own there. Just shy of the 50 at the 49. That will be 1st and 10 once again for Hobart. Great run by Johnston. He gets to that corner very, very quickly, and it's very hard to catch up once he gets there. So very fortunate they have defensive backs swarming to the ball.
Check. Johnston.
So after the big Johnston run, let's see what happens here. Handoff Turley. He finds a hole. And he will be stopped after what appears to be a 5-yard gain. That'll be 2nd and 5.
Not quite as successful as what Riley Johnson just pulled out of his hat, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah, a 5-yard gain is a 5-yard gain. You get 2 of those, that's a first down. You always take what you can get, and that's a great way to establish a force that the defense has to pay attention to. And that's how you build that play action. So let's see if we see some of that soon here. 2nd down is always a fun time to call a play action, especially after a decent run. You see Vode there at the bottom of your screen. And they will do that play action. Throws it deep and just overthrows Enslin. So close there.
Good prediction, Kevin. You called it right on the money.
Play. Just missed him though. Had him open, just a little bit overthrown. Could have been 6. Instead, that brings up 3rd and 5. Still manageable though. So Johnston to throw, hits Vode, but that appears he will be short. Yes, he is a yard short. So on the 42, Hobart will have 4th and 1. Let's see what happens here. Hobart probably going to go for it. They've gone for a lot of 4th and 1s, and they're very confident in that run game to get them at least 1.
Yeah, I would assume they'd go for it too. We got about 2 minutes left in the first
Williams
half.
to help on the blocking. This looks like they're going to plunge it right up the middle.
Keep in mind, Hobart still has all 3 of their timeouts left.
Yep, got the tight end and the fullback in. They will hand it up right up the middle, but he will be stopped
not get
short.
it.
Excellent defensive stop there by Lowell to prevent Hobart from getting too much momentum or a big lead.
Lowell is pumped coming onto the field with their offensive unit.
Huge momentum shifter there. I have a feeling we're about to see a long pass from Stojancic here. See if they can capitalize on that momentum shift of that stop. So let's see here. Multiple wide receivers lined out wide. Timeout Hobart. Good timing on that timeout. And we actually have, we could bring the mic back to Ethan here. So an excellent stop by Lowell on that play. Hobart has been running all over them throughout the game, but we see this again, just like we saw, what's it called? We saw the goal line stop. So also, like we were saying, quarterback confidence. He is very confident so far throughout this game. They aren't winning the turnover margin because there is no turnover margin so far.
Besides turnover on downs, if you would count that.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see off the turnover here, the turnover on downs. Let's see what they can build from this.
And let me tell you about our concession stand, where we have the best.
And let us tell you about our concession stand.
Oh, we have
the best,
the beefiest,
the best hot dogs
in
Northwest Indiana. My bad.
Dare I say the state?
Yeah, some of the best. And we don't say that as a joke alone. They are really good hot dogs.
They are really good.
So, as we point you back to the field. Stojancic with Marks in the backfield. And like I said, it looks like they will take a shot downfield. Has a man, but it will be knocked down by Turley. Number 7, Kyler Newcomb, was the target. Just threw it a little to his right, and Turley was able to knock it down.
Good deflection by Turley. Second and 10 for the Lowell Red Devils. Just under 2 minutes left to play.
We might see an all-passing set of downs here. No, it's
just
a
as
low
you say
snap.
that, there's a run.
My prediction has failed.
Turley again on that play.
Yeah, Turley all over the field so far throughout this game on defense.
And on offense,
yeah,
too.
on offense, he's handling the run game pretty well. Has been stopped on some important moments, but overall has been performing very well. So that brings up 3rd and 8. Hobart ready to make a stop, make their own statement on defense once again. Hold on to that lead. What appears to be an obvious passing down. Let's see what happens. It is play action, it is a pass. Stojancic looking, and he appears to have thrown it away. Hobart is looking for a intentional grounding, at least the fans are. And there's the flag. Let's see what this is about, though.
I'd assume it'd be intentional grounding. There wasn't any receivers in that area.
Yeah, just threw it out of bounds. Was signed out. Intentional grounding on Lowell. That will move them back big, and that's a loss of down. So a huge stop on defense. There's no way Lowell goes for this one. It's 4th and what appears to be about 20-something.
36-yard line, 4th down.
Yeah, it appears it's about 4th and 21.
Kosick to punt.
Turley and Vode deep back to return. Over cheering for a block punt. Babcock comes for it, but will not get there. Oh, a high kick, but short kick. And that takes a Hobart bounce and stalls out right about where the line of scrimmage would have been.
So good fortune in favor of the Brickies on that punt. They are in some very good field position right now.
A score of interest in the 3rd quarter, it is Chesterton 10, Elkhart 7.
So in case you didn't hear that, it is Chesterton's 10, Elkhart 7 in the 3rd quarter.
So a minute left in this. Hobart probably going to start looking for some more passing because you got to get there quickly if you want to score.
Yeah, like you said, there's a minute left, but Hobart still has 2 timeouts.
And they will look for a pass. Johnston motions out.
Finds Zach Vode.
Great pass there, down at the 30. They will run to the line of scrimmage quickly. Maybe a spike or a timeout here. Actually, they probably have time, no need to.
Down by Newcomb and Olsen. 1st down.
Takes the snap, feels pressure, hits the man, but it is tipped and intercepted. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That might make the difference here in the play call. Let's look to our referees to see what the ruling on the field will be. That's holding on offense. That is declined.
It is holding against the Brickies. The penalty is declined.
So Lowell will take over after a pick interception. It was a tip by, I believe, Ryan Ellis, number 18. Hit him right in the hands, but it bounced off. A little too much heat on it. Went straight in the air, and Lowell was able to grab it.
Yeah, now it's back to Lowell in about the same spot they were in the last drive. They have 42 seconds left to play, and they still have all 3 of their timeouts.
What an interesting last couple minutes of this half.
Flags on the play.
Flags on the play.
False start against the Devils.
Ball starts against the Devils.
1st down.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Handoff Marks, and he will be stuffed after a short gain.
Number 12, Ryan Marks from
Looks
the
like a gain of 3.
runs into a few brickies.
It'll be 2nd and 12.
Lowell has yet to call a timeout.
So it looks like they might just run it out, discuss maybe the second half plan. But if I'm coaching here, I'm taking shots down the field. You have a talented quarterback with a strong arm.
Yeah, I would say the exact same thing. If you have 3 timeouts and you still have 30-something seconds, I would go for it.
Yeah. Well, they are running out to snap, but it looks like they will not have enough time. But let's find out. Have to snap it instantly, and they will not. So that will be the half. What a game so far, 10-7.
If you wanted a definition of a Friday Night Lights game, this would be it.
This has been fun so far. So, let's bring it to Ethan once again. So far, Hobart, a defensive battle, really kind of shocking. But that big thing is that pick, that interception. Hobart was looking for what could have been an easy field goal. They had plenty of time to at least get a little more yards, get a little closer for that field goal. But the pick canceled that out. It's a field goal game still.
I believe that was one of Lowell's keys to the game was to get the higher turnover margin.
Yeah, the turnover margin, big for Lowell. And there it is, like we said. So, turnovers could be big. For all we know, they win by 3. That's the difference.
So let's go for both teams real quick. We have just a little bit of time left. For Hobart, who do you think your player of the game for the first half is?
Well, I'm going to say Turley has been flying all over the field. He's carrying the run game. He's been everywhere on defense. I just say Turley has been one of the most important players so far. And like I said, established the run game, and he's done that.
I was going to say the same thing you were. Turley, as you see, he can play shallow, he can play deep, he can play anywhere on the field that you need him to play.
Exactly.
And then on the contrary, who do you think for Lowell is the MVP of this game so far?
Well, obviously, I'd say probably Ryan Marks. He's been establishing a solid run game for Lowell, and that's what they need. So a diverse attack for both teams, but the defensive attack has been a little bit stronger, holding up in a lot of these drives. It's been excellent to watch.
Yeah. Ethan, what are your thoughts? Who do you think player of the game is for both teams?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Riley Johnston has been doing really good for the Brickies so far. As he's gotten the touchdown, when the Brickies were in trouble, he was able to run the ball out really fast. And for Lowell, well, I would have to agree with Kevin here. I mean, it's just been their whole defense in general that's been holding the Brickies actually.
That is good. That is a good statement. I could not agree with you more. Riley Johnson does indeed have the one touchdown of the game, and his running plays have put Hobart into a very good position.
They have. It's been establishing that run game has been huge for the Brickies, and it is keeping them up today in this game so far. Controlling that clock has been huge. So we will be back with you in just a moment. We're going to take a quick break with halftime.
Fans, just as a reminder, at all IHSAA events, if you leave the stadium, you must purchase a new ticket to re-enter. Again, if you plan to leave the stadium, you will have to purchase a new ticket to re-enter. Thank you.
I am also here.
Unfortunately, I have to leave now.
You could not pick a better time to consider a career in construction. From skilled tradesmen to project managers to technical engineers and even company owners, the depth of opportunity has never been greater. Check out builttosucceed.org, that is builttosucceed.org, for more information on the Indiana Careers and Construction Association. Are you built to succeed?
And we're back at the Brickyard. So far, a very tight contest.
Yeah, 10-7 Brickies. Only one score in the first quarter. I believe it was 3-0, and then Lowell opened up early second quarter, and then Hobart put up a touchdown of their own with a run from Riley Johnson.
Yep. That ground game with Riley Johnson is very dangerous for Hobart, especially the fact that he's really improved as a passer over the years he's been playing. It's like, as someone who's watched him throughout his career, he's gotten so much more like polish on his passing game.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Everyone talks about how his running is so great, and we can see how good his running is here. But everyone always sleeps on his passing game, and especially when you have someone as good as a receiver as Zach Vode, you can use your arm strength all the time, and you can make sure that you look great.
Yeah, I mean, the only two passes he's really missed on were slight overthrows to, I believe, both Mark Enslin. I think he throws it. If that goes to Vode a little taller and a little quicker than Enslin, those are probably both touchdowns. But he just throws it a little higher on Enslin, and that's what cost him possibly 2 touchdowns. Same thing with Lowell. They've had 2 wide open people downfield.
And they just drop.
And it was just some drops that cost them. Both quarterbacks have been playing out of this world. Receivers have been great too, but they've had some costly drops.
But not to discredit anything, let's talk about the defense.
Yeah, defense has been
17 points through 24 minutes.
Exactly. So definitely a tight defensive contest here. Both teams looking to hold onto their, well, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going there. That was a bad pass.
I think what you might mean is to hold on to the short lead that they have and maybe try and build on that.
Yeah, at least for Hobart. Yeah. I think I noticed that I was saying both teams.
Yes. So Lowell will receive the second half kickoff.
So Lowell had the ball to end the half. Shockingly to us, they didn't try to take a shot on the field.
They had 3 timeouts and they didn't use a single one.
Johnston got it all the way to the 5, but it will be taken out to about the 25.
Find some gaps in between the Brickies, gets him to about the 25, like you just said.
Yep. So here's the first sign of Lowell's offense in the second half. Like we said, didn't take a shot downfield, probably just wanted to set up for what they're going to do here. So looking to see something exciting here. They'll open up with a handoff to Marks. Marks has a decent run of about 5, maybe 6, make it 6, 2nd and 4. And that was my mid-game MVP for them. Has established a very strong run game, has their touchdown. He's been excellent so far. That tackle made by Zach Vode.
I think we cursed the weather at the start of the game because it is now 55 degrees outside.
Yeah, it is chilly. Marks once again on the carry, and there it is, another 7-yard carry. It'll be 6. There is a Bricky down on the field. Hate to see that.
Injury timeout.
Oh, and that appears to be Tyler Turley down on the field. No, never mind, not Turley, not Turley. We'll find out in a moment. Of course, hoping for health across every team. It appears Ryan Flores, maybe. Yeah, usual. It appears it is Ryan Flores, normal starter on defense. So, hate to see him go down. Hate to see anyone go down, of course. So while we wait for the injured player to get back up. Hopefully he's okay. And he is up on his feet. That's a good sign.
Always a good sign, yes.
Yeah, he's walking off the field. So I'm going to scour for some region scores real quick. Update on the Maryville Jefferson game. Lafayette Jefferson, that is. The current score, oh my goodness. So they were down 14-7 in the first quarter. It is now 41-14.
Are you serious?
The Pirates came screaming in the second quarter and third quarter. Now in the third quarter, second quarter, 34 points.
Oh my goodness.
That Maryville team is a force to be reckoned with.
With star player Joe Johnson on their team.
Yeah, JoJo Johnson.
I believe
Hand
there's
off
Marks again with the play.
That time for 3. That'll be 2nd and 7.
Brought down by number 42, Jacob Simpson.
But yeah, that was shocking to read. 34 points in that second quarter. That is very rare you see for any team.
We saw it with the Brickies last week against Gary Westside.
And here is Stojancic, another handoff to Marks. This time he is swallowed up once again for a short gain. That'll be 2. So Lowell really starting to kind of try to grind down this Bricky defense with short runs, and some of them pretty decent-sized runs with those two chunk plays of 6.
So the winner of this game, for those of you who don't know, plays the winner of Logansport or Culver Academies. Currently, it is Logansport over Culver Academies, 22-14 in the fourth quarter, 11 minutes to go.
Drops back to pass, throws, has a man, hits him. That's Miranda.
Vode on the tackle.
Nice saving tackle by Vode there. A decent gain there for Lowell. That'll be 1st and 10 at the 43.
Momentum has shift for this Lowell Red Devils.
Yeah, they're getting a very good start to this drive. Let's see if it continues. They're good mixed attack. Ground game especially, though. But this time Mark's off the field, so let's see what happens. In the backfield is number 7, one of their two-way players. That is Kyler Newcomb. And they will give it to him. Gets it out to about the 39.
This will be about a 6 or 7 yard gain.
It'll be a 5-yard gain, maybe 4.
Simpson and Smith in on the tackle. It is a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Get the ball! Come on, D! Get the ball! Go defense! Come on!
So 2nd and 5. Newcomb once again in the backfield. Let's see if they give it to him again. They will, and he will be stopped just about at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Pickett and Bowen on the tackle. No gain on the play brings up 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd down here. Let's see if the Lowell can continue their momentum throughout this first drive of the second half. Mark's back in the backfield. John Johnson out wide, number 5 that you see at the top of your screen. Fake handoff to Marks. Throws it across the middle and knocked down by Cameron Smith, the middle linebacker.
Almost picked off too, but he couldn't quite hold on to it.
Either way, an excellent play, and that brings up 4th and 5. That will be what appears to be a punt. Excellent hold by the Brickies there. Cameron Smith, a huge impact player throughout the season, making multiple tackles, a great run-stopping linebacker. That time, stopping him through the air.
I believe Tyler Turley will be receiving in the backfield.
Yep. Turley back deep to return.
Good punt.
And we'll get a good roll for Lowell, and that will roll inside the 1 yard line. A perfect roll for Lowell there.
That could not have gotten any better. That was an incredible punt.
Hobart on their own half-yard line to start this drive. I don't know what you do here because you throw an interception, that's going for 6 no matter what. So you don't want to necessarily throw it, but you get stopped short of the line, it's a safety.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you do here if you're Hobart. I'd throw it just to get the space, but maybe take a shot downfield even. Because if it's downfield, it's a little more ground for the defense to cover. So let's see what we get here. QB sneak, try to get off that bad area for the Brickies. Lowell says they have the football. They have the football in their hands. They're claiming there was a fumble. We'll see the ruling on the field. It appears they're keeping it Hobart.
Second down.
The only thing I'm concerned with is how did they end up with the ball in their hands?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It seemed like the entire defensive line was intent on that. They had gotten the ball off of a fumble. I didn't quite see where the play had happened.
I saw nothing either. So it'll be second and about 9.5.
Riley Johnson will
Back to
throw.
pass, throws looking for Vode.
Oh!
Just out of his reach. Hobart fans looking for a flag, but I didn't see any contact there. That was illegal. Just couldn't make the catch that time. Made a great play on it, just couldn't hold on.
Pass defense by number 23, Cody Cachetta.
So 3rd and 10 on your own 1.
Not even on your own 1, pretty much in the end zone.
Well, yeah, the ball is marked at the 1 though.
Well, yes, but
so anxious to see what happens here. You definitely want to get it away because you don't want Vode to have to punt from the back of the end zone. They appear to be just pushing a pile, hoping to gain something. And they will mark him stopped
Johnson on the keeper.
at the 5. So got what you really needed, a little bit more space to work with for the punt.
yeah, with a punt as good as that from Lowell, there's nothing you can really do when you're in your own end zone and you got 3rd and long. There's very difficult for any team.
Yeah, this is honestly not a best case scenario, but definitely a better situation for Hobart than one would normally expect from such a bad field position. Marks takes the punt and will take it to the 30. So very good field position for Lowell here. Let's see what they can do with it.
Number 18, Ryan Ellison on the tackle. First down low.
Lowell starting in really good field position. That is a fake held on by the QB. Doesn't get much, probably about 3-4 yards.
They'll mark it 2. 2nd and 8.
It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
I am 0 for 20 on guessing how many yards they were.
It's all right, man. Sometimes it just looks farther from the angle we have, so that's how it is.
Come on, D!
Hobart really pumped up already. Handoff Marks has a hole and will be swallowed up at about the 25. That'll bring up what appears to be 3rd and 4, maybe 5.
Comes into a few Brickies. The ball is placed at the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
It will be 4. So another 3rd down. Hobart trying to get their defense off the field here. Obviously not in the way of a touchdown, but if you can hold them to a field goal here, that's great. You at least keep it a tie. So let's see here.
They're going to be lining up for a pass, though.
I don't know. Marks has been successful on the ground. And they will give it to Marks. And he will be short. He'll be about 1.5 yards short.
So if you're Lowell, you're about 4th and...
It's 4th and 2.
4th and 2. Do you say you go for it? You're in really good field position, and even if you get a turnover on downs, it's going to be pretty difficult for the other team to go...
I'm taking my points here because you never know when that will be the difference in the game. I'm just taking the points I can get here. Tie the game. Hope your offense will continue what they've been doing. And your defense, too. Your defense has been excellent. And it looks like there will be a timeout with Lowell.
We do have a score of interest. This is a final. Logansport 22, Culver 14.
So, we have heard the final for the matchup of whoever wins this game. It is Culver 14, Logansport 22. So, winner of this game will be playing Logansport. And I believe Logansport will be the home team. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Well, I believe that Logansport is the home team because because I remember if the Brickies were to win this game and play Culver Academies, Culver Academies does not allow fans, so we would have to come here, but Culver would have to be the home team.
Yeah, so from an outside source, it is still depending on some other factors, apparently. So a big 4th and 2 here. Let's see what happens. Stoyancevich with Marks in the backfield. Marks has gotten a solid chunk every time he's running, and he will be stopped short. He is nowhere near that first down. That will be Hobart football. Bricky fans are pumped after that play. Great play by the defense.
Yeah, fantastic play by the defense, continuing to get that stop 3 consecutive times against the running back.
Great stop for the Brickies there.
Come on, Brickies! Let's go!
Johnston pulls. Looked like a read option, but won't go anywhere. Gets to maybe the 22. That'll bring up about 2nd and 11. Was definitely, though, the smart thing to pull the ball out there. Turley was going to be swallowed up about 4 yards short. Johnston able to make something happen and almost get back to the line of scrimmage.
Anthony Williams, the tight end, is coming into play. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a running play.
He is a pretty darn good run blocking tight end, so we'll see. And there's another
Johnson will hold
play
it.
action this time. Johnston makes a man miss, throws it to...
Ooh!
That was Williams. Falls incomplete, though. Was just waiting to see the number.
Raleigh Johnson was in a tough spot because he gets the first man, and then his second man comes right on top of him, so he has to get that throw up somehow, or else he'll gonna lose a lot of yards.
Yeah, good job by Johnston to at least get the ball out of his hands to a place that is pretty safe from a interception right at the sideline. Had a man, almost had it. So let's see what happens on 3rd and 10. Or 11, my bad. Looks like a pass. Johnston drops back, and it will be deflected. There is intercepted.
There is a flag on the play.
They're marking it incomplete anyway. There's a flag. Let's see this.
Penalty flags are down.
Holding on the Brickies. I assume they marked it an incomplete pass.
They did.
Penalties declined.
Brings up 4th down.
4th and 11. Brickies will punt. So another 3 and out for the Brickies. What's going on? Their offense is starting to kind of stall out on some of these drives. Really need to get some momentum here.
I wouldn't say that the offense is stalling out because it's happening on Lowell's offensive side too. I think the defenses have started to pick themselves up and have started to find a rhythm on their side of the football.
So fair enough. Marks walking back. Brickies will down it.
Somebody's injured on the punt return. I believe that was number 89, Daniel Leonard.
Sadly, as we said, injury on the field. Let's real quick check in on the score update. We'll check in on, I believe Crown Point is playing.
I think Crown Point lost last week.
Yes, they did. They've lost to Maryville. My bad.
How about a score update for Valparaiso? I know they're playing in their sectional final because they beat Michigan City last week.
Well, I have Chesterton Elkhart. In the fourth quarter, it is 10-7, so a similar game as we're seeing here. And that's Cameron Smith, who is down on the play. He's up. Sad to see him off, having to be helped off the field. He's plays with a lot of heart. He's a man who has a lot of passion for the game, so we hope he's going to be okay. Lowell takes over. Screenplay to Newcomb, and he will be swallowed up in the backfield. No, at the line of scrimmage. After fighting for through a lot of brickies for a little bit of extra yardage. That'll be about 2nd and 9.
It was almost going to be a loss in yards, but somehow it breaks the tackle, and then he gets a couple yards on the play just so he can get a positive gain.
2nd and 9.
So in a passing kind of situation, let's see if Lowell sticks to what they've done so far. They will. Stojancevich looking, doesn't see anything he liked, throws it, and tipped by Turley, but it falls incomplete. One good thing to see back on the field is number 44, that is Ryan Flores. He was down a little bit earlier, but is now back on the field. Good to see that.
Yeah, always good to see.
Maybe just a minor stinger. Third and 10. This is big. Oh, there's trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. And Hobart celebrating, but it appears Lowell did recover.
So, breath of fresh air for the Brickies. Not quite the same for Lowell, but it's good for a good momentum shift for the Brickies, trying to get them back into a rhythm. They just had a long timeout due to that injury, so it's good to see that they are back and they are ready to go still.
Don't know if anyone caught the reference I tried to make there. Michigan State, Michigan, with that whole thing that in 2015, I believe it was. And the ball will go out of bounds at about what the ref marks the 29. Hobart will take over. So really the second half has been all defense. Multiple 3-and-outs. Special teams too has been really good with some of the punting. Insane with that one punt that landed inside the one.
That was an incredible punt. That is,
one of the luckiest rolls I've seen.
Nothing I've ever seen before in high school football.
No, definitely not. And they will go handoff Turley, who will be stuffed.
Helmet is off.
It appears to be 1 yard gain. Yeah, that is Elijah Wilson who lost the helmet. He's going to hop off the field. Doesn't seem to be hurt. Just probably a little bit of action. So sometimes the helmet comes off every once in a while.
Second down.
Why is the clock stop? Why is the clock stop? Hey, the clock stop. There we go. The clock.
Same formation for the Brickies. Turley in the backfield.
Riley Johnson hold on to it.
And he's got a decent amount of space and has got another first down for the Brickies. That read option that they tend to run, I don't know if it's a read option or just purely a draw, but Riley Johnson sells that so well. The fake handoff, pulls it out and runs outside.
He can accelerate so fast, so quick. It's almost hard to catch.
Yeah. He's got very powerful legs. He's a pole vaulter, all-state pole vaulter, so he can jump and go very fast, very quickly. Like you said, the acceleration. There's another handoff, Turley. He plunges forward for about 2 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
And like I've mentioned numerous times before, it's really hard to know what Hobart's going to be doing on their next play because they don't have one specific set play that a lot of teams do. They've got quarterback runs. They have running back plays. They've got wide receivers going at all times. It's never an easy pick.
Yeah, it's hard to decide who you're going to focus on, whether it's going to be Johnston, it's going to be Turley, or it's going to be Vode. You really got to have at least one or two on them at all times. And there's Johnston pulling the ball out on a play action.
Almost sacked, avoids it.
Makes a man miss to get a little past the line of scrimmage, maybe at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of 1, it appears.
And the third quarter is done.
So
one more quarter to go.
When it comes to scoring, it's rather eventful, but when it came to defense, wow.
Yeah,
if
you like watching defense play, this quarter was definitely the one for you this game.
Yeah, this was one heck of a performance by the defenses. So Ethan, I want to turn it to you. I don't know if you're a big fan of defense, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Listen, like you guys just said, if I had to describe the third quarter, it'd be one word: defense. And going into this fourth quarter, we are in for some football here in the beginning of this fourth quarter here. And I'm excited to see how this game will turn out.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 12 minutes to go. It is only a 3-point game. This could be anyone's game at any point at any given time.
Yeah, it's really close, and overall it's just really fun to watch so far. Especially the defense. They're flying all over the field, getting in that backfield One thing I haven't noticed so far was the Hobart pass rush with Abby Babcock, very dominant throughout most of their games throughout the year so far. Hasn't really gotten into the backfield too much.
I think it's because of Lowell's offensive line. I've been watching them whenever they would come in for a rush. They would hold the Hobart D line extremely well, and that gives the quarterback lots of time to think of a play, and then that's how he can make those easy throws.
Well, yeah, they've made great holes for that running back, like I was bringing up Ryan Marks.
Third down.
Overall, just great play from that offensive line of Lowell, holding up that normally dominant Bricky pass rush.
And as we pan back to the field, the fourth quarter is officially underway. 12 minutes to go.
Johnston looking to pass. Doesn't see anyone. Running to the sideline, throws it out of bounds. Closest man there was Zach Vode, and that will be another fourth down.
Once again, good stop by the Lowell Red Devils.
Yep. And here's the thing. If you're Hobart, you're taking these only defensive plays because you're up. You're totally fine with no one scoring for the rest of the game. So it doesn't matter how poorly your offense may be going. As long as your defense is holding like they have been, you're good. You're winning the game.
Ask the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
However, holding both teams honestly to 0 points in the for 12 minutes, that's a very difficult task to do. I know we saw it in the third quarter, but now fourth quarter, Lowell's down by 3 points. They need to get something.
There's another good roll for a punt, and the Brickies will pin Lowell inside the 20. Now, we were talking about how well the defense has performed for the Brickies. However, sadly, it seems that Cameron Smith is no longer going to be on the field for the rest of the game, as he had to be helped off the field. So that could be a loss for the Brickies. Let's see if that affects things.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Cameron Smith he's a great player. He was the one who almost had the interception, I believe, in the second quarter.
Yeah, he had a pick six in the last game. He's a great all-around middle linebacker.
So losing him is definitely a disadvantage for the Brickies.
So let's see what happens. You see Babcock switching sides with Hayden McClam. And off Marks, and he is tripped up by look who it is, Bobby Babcock, right after he brought him up. Screams into the backfield and trips up the running back for what appears to be a 2-yard loss. That'll bring maybe 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 13. No, 12.
Lowell needs to do something different if they want to have any chance of trying to win this game. Their run plays for at least the past couple drives, they haven't amounted to much to anything with that Hobart D-line.
Yeah, their first drive, their running game was looking very, very strong, but since then, it's kind of stalled out. Probably going to start to look to the pass game a little more. Oh, actually,
and as we say that,
John Johnson making people miss and tackled from behind by Jake Simpson, number 42.
So right as we said that, right as I said that they had to do something different if they wanted to get somewhere down the field, they come up for a very nice gain on another run.
Well, the trick is sometimes you just need to spread the field out a little bit. You don't necessarily need to pass the ball to get out wide. If you can get outside runs, if the defense is focusing inside and you're going outside, you've got some corners, and you've got space. So that's what happened there. Handoff Marks right up the middle once again, but that will not go very far. They will mark it right at the line of scrimmage. No, my bad. A yard out. 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9 here. Hobart really needs to hold on to this lead, as their offense has been struggling to get anything going so far. I think it's been 2 or 3 straight 3 and outs. So let's see what's going on here.
Let's go, Brick! Come on, defense!
Play action has been set up well. Simpson is going to bring it back for a sack.
That is a huge amount of yards.
That brings him back 14 yards. That will be 3rd and 23.
Quarterback had nowhere to go. He was getting rushed by 4 or 5 guys. There's nothing anyone can do in that scenario.
That was Jake Simpson and number 35, Justin Sawyer, combining for that sack. Simpson was the first to reach the quarterback.
I believe this is 3rd down, correct?
That it is. It's 3rd down and 23.
3rd and very long for the Lowell Red Devils. Let's see if they can pull something out.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a pass. And
he's
like
in it.
Said,
Oh.
Throws. And knocked down.
Not
Almost
quite picked up.
Great defensive play there. And so that will bring up an obvious punting situation. 4th down and 22. You never go for that. Unless you're playing Madden.
Yeah. Defense continues to excite for the Hobart Brickies.
Yeah, been exceptional so far. Oh, this is an excellent punt this time. Turley tracking it and will be taken down just shy of the 40-yard line. That'll be the 38, 1st and 10 Hobart. So decent field position though.
Yeah, Turley almost dropped it though. He had it, caught it in his fingertips.
He was bobbling it a little bit. Doesn't matter though, Hobart holds on and we'll have the ball at the 38. A chance to possibly make this a 2-score game.
He is met at the 38-yard line by the Devils.
Hobart really hoping to get something going. They have struggled throughout this half so far on offense. Multiple 3-and-outs.
Getting a score on this drive might just seal the deal for the Brickies for their sectional championship.
For the way that their defense has been performing, I would have to agree with you. It could be a huge momentum moment.
Exactly.
For them, and it could possibly seal the game. So let's see what happens. Appears there is an injury timeout.
On behalf of the Indianapolis Colts, good luck to all teams in their quest for an IHSA championship.
It's been a tough game for Hobart.
Indianapolis Colts are proud.
Had multiple injuries. Obviously, we saw Ryan Flores back on the field. Have not seen Cameron Smith yet. And we don't know who's down right now.
Of Indiana by furthering the advancement of health, fitness, and the game of football. Through year-round initiatives, over 25,000 youth across the state are actively engaged in opportunities to lead a healthy lifestyle.
And obviously, we just hope everyone is okay.
Thank you for your continued support.
So, Kevin, can you refresh me as to what just happened? I missed the play.
So there was the punt, and it appears there is a Bricky player down on the sideline. So we will bring it back to us. So I saw a question on social media earlier, and it was, who do you think is the fastest, or how about, who is the fastest quarterback you've seen in college football?
So I don't quite watch a lot of college football, but I would have to say Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray with his rushing, with his feet, he was just an incredible athlete in college. He was going to be #1 draft overall in the NFL and MLB.
He was a number 9 in the MLB.
Yeah.
Specifically, yeah, like you said, Kyler Murray, a fantastic athlete. There we saw a run for what appeared to be a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
But like I said, Kyler Murray, I'm personally an Oklahoma fan, so I know the skill well. He's very, very fast. Johnston, play action boot, makes a man jump, throws, hits Vode, but it's out of bounds.
Third down.
So incomplete pass on that play brings up what appears to be 3rd and 11.
So third and pretty long for the Brickies here.
Enslin out in motion. They get it to Vode. We've seen this play before, and Vode has some space and will fight for yardage.
He got it!
And he has the first down. What a play by Vode.
Yeah, great athleticism by Vode.
His run after the catch ability. That's why they love those screens to him. Like, they send Enslin out usually on what would appear to be kind of a bubble screen, but then Vode moves underneath with the lineman, and they just dump it off to him.
Yeah, that's it. That's actually
great play design.
That's actually Vode's third down and long conversion. Yes.
Yeah. And in the fourth quarter, it is Elkhart 14, Chesterton 10. Injury timeout.
So we were just told that it was another injury timeout.
Don't see anyone down.
Yeah, I don't see anybody down either.
Oh, they're helping someone off on Lowell.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully he's okay. Just this one. Oh. Never mind.
Let's go, Brickies!
All right. It appears
So
he's
not quite sure who was
injured. Yeah, I
injured.
didn't see anyone, but
Whatever it is a Brickies first down, ball on the 50-yard line.
yeah. Well, hopefully whoever the injury timeout was called for is okay, obviously. Vode
Zach
has
Vode
another-
again gets the first down.
Multiple long screen passes from Vode. Well, runs after screen passes, obviously.
Lots of Hobart fans are calling for a flag, but I didn't see anything bad. Did you?
They're probably calling for a late hit. Vode did fall down a little after the play, but I don't think there was anything illegal to it.
There is Turley.
Good run by Turley there. Hobart starting to find some offensive momentum here, getting a sense of rhythm, building off of those quick screen passes to Vode.
And as the clock continues to tick, Hobart keeps knocking on Lowell's door.
Yep. And that's the best thing for Hobart right now. They are controlling the clock, which if you bring up the keys to the game, time of possession was huge. No need to bring it up, obviously, but time of possession has been big for the Brickies, especially with their defense. Vode in motion, they give to him. They are choosing to live through Vode. He makes a cut inside, and that will be another Brickies first down. Hobart's offense currently screeching through Vode.
After a quarter and a half, Bricky's offense has finally found some sort of rhythm in Zach Vode.
Yeah, excellent play by him so far. And he's one of their best weapons.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall, he's fast, and he's strong. It's very hard to bring someone down. I won't say he's DK Metcalf, but he plays like him.
Let's go, Brickies! Go, Bricks!
Johnston pulls, but is swallowed up. That time missed the read. And he was swallowed up. That big defensive tackle just read him right through the fake handoff and just clobbered him.
Loss of a lot of yards. Not quite sure the exact number, but
That appeared to be 6. Second and 16.
Got plenty of time. Let the clock run.
All right, so second and 16, a long second down. Look to see probably a pass, and they will target their favorite man, Zach Vode, and he makes a great move to get out to the 20, mark it the 19 actually. Made an excellent move to get a little bit of extra yardage. Well, maybe Let's see the mark. Yeah, the 19. We are correct. So that makes it 3rd and short now. So the plays to vote have brought the Brickies a lot of success. I think we look to see that continue here. On third down. All these third downs they've had, they've looked to Vote, and he's gotten it for them.
Yeah, Vote has unleashed something in the 4th quarter that we haven't seen all game, but for the Brickies, that is fantastic.
And he's in motion. Fake to him. Give to Turley, and he is swallowed up. Lowell was not fooled by that motion. And that brings what looks like a field goal attempt.
So in the comment section, they're saying that Zach Vode's NFL equivalent is Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a better comparison than mine. I was just saying very fast, very strong. That was the first person who came to mind, I guess. So Hobart is running the clock. Probably going to take a timeout, and they will. Timeout Hobart. So likely going to see a Mickey Jankovic kick here to make it at least a 6-point game. So if you're like I said before, Hobart has a thing for getting to kicks, like extra points. They blocked one against Highland, and then from then on held Highland to nothing.
Yeah.
So Hobart has a way of getting to kicks, and if they're able to, if say Lowell scores a touchdown, Hobart has a great chance of holding on to the game still because of the way they get to kicks.
So here's what I say they do. This is gonna be very risky, okay?
Oh, no,
but
don't
no,
say go
no,
for it.
Hear me out. So say they make the kick, correct?
Yep.
13-7. That's still a one-score game. If Lowell comes down the field, burns out the clock, gets a touchdown, gets the extra point, they win. It's 4th and 5. They're pretty far into Lowell's territory. I say they go for it.
I say completely the opposite. Hobart's defense has held strong for most of this game. Say they get burned for a couple yards, all they have to do is keep them out of the end zone. Because you give up a field goal, you're still winning if you get this field goal. Your best bet by a long shot is take this field goal, take your points, and make it so that they have to score a touchdown to stay in this game.
Come on, Brickies!
Oh, they're going for it. A shock to be sure for me. Gutsy call. Let's see if it pays out. Pump fake. Has followed! And incomplete. Underthrew it just a little bit. Vode tried to high point the ball, but it was incomplete. So you were saying, Luke?
So my assumption was correct as to what they do, but not quite the turnout I was expecting, I guess.
I hate to say it, that's what I expected. They threw a 50-50 ball to a man who normally gets the 50-50 ball, but he threw it a little low, and that made the defensive back able to just get underneath it and at least knock it down. So Stojancic trots back onto the field, looking to hopefully score on this drive, make it a game again.
4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, 4:35 remaining on the clock.
Let's go, D! Let's go, D!
Nerves definitely going to be a factor in these final couple minutes.
Hand off to Newcomb.
Turn him in!
And that will be a gain of about 6 or 7. They'll make it 7, 2nd and 3. And this is what you don't want to see if you're the Brickies right now. Lowell running the ball well. I was really shocked they didn't choose to go with the field goal. Mickey Jankovic has been pretty much perfect this season. So
I'm just going to stick with my reason as to why I think they did it. I'm not going to go into another explanation as
hand
to why.
off Marks. And he will get
I believe they stop him.
The first down. It appears he'll be about a half yard short.
They give it to him.
That is a double first down.
So yeah, they will actually end up giving them the first down.
Come on, D! Come on, defense! Let's go, Brickies! Come on!
Lowell running the clock. It seems they feel confident they're scoring on this drive. Babcock with the ankle tackle.
Marks on the carry.
That was a crucial tackle by Babcock. I think he might have been gone if he didn't get to him.
No, they had defensive backs behind it, but definitely would have been more.
Yeah.
Come on, D! Come on, defense!
So 2nd and 4, no 5. Marks handoff again, but he will be stopped after about a half-yard gain.
Marks on the carry.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4, and here's a big 3rd down. I doubt that Lowell punts if it comes to 4th down.
Yeah.
But you really want to stop him here.
100% if it comes to 4th down, they're going to go for it. Stands are going nuts on the Hobart side. I can feel the vibration on my feet.
And they will stop him. No,
they
gets
don't.
outside. Wow.
And he gets out of bounds, so that's a stoppage of time.
Number 7, Tyler Newcomb on the carry.
Tyler Newcomb, once again, a great carry. Made a couple people, would-be tacklers just shrug them off.
Good effort by Newcomb. We thought he was going to be down well short of the first down, but he fights his way out of a tackle and then gains a lot of yards.
Yeah, it looked like they had him for about a 3-yard loss. But, bobbled the ball, but was able to hold on to it. Newcomb could have made a very costly mistake there. You fumbled the ball, that ball game might be over. Hobart fans ecstatic. Handoff Marks, and he will be stopped after a short gain of 1.
Another crucial 3rd down, 1:55 minutes left to play.
And clock has stopped.
I believe it is a timeout, Lowell.
Yeah, seems like it.
So just under 2 minutes. This is arguably the most exciting game of Hobart's entire season this year.
So far, it's been incredibly close.
Both
game
sides.
We were actually somewhat robbed of. We did not get to see this in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this one makes up for it.
Mm-hmm. This almost seems like it'd be something out of a football movie.
Yeah.
With the clock running down, 1-score game to go.
Don't forget, no matter which team wins tonight's contest, fans are reminded that entering the field of play at any time is strictly prohibited. That does include tonight's post-game championship trophy presentation. Your cooperation is appreciated.
A quick reminder that the fans are reminded that entering the field at any time is strictly prohibited, even during the post-game championship trophy presentation. Newcomb in motion, looking to pass, but he will not be able to. Throws it downfield, and that is going to way out of bounds. That will bring up 4th and 3. This could be your ball game, folks.
Yes.
Here it is. Big 4th down for both sides.
This is insane. I can barely even hear myself speak with the noise of the Hobart fans.
Crowd roaring right now. And this could be it.
Whole
Let's
season
see.
might come down to this one play right here
Here it is.
to save
Bricky's
their
great
season.
pressure, back up. It's knocked down by Ryan Flores. Hobart will take over. What a play by the Brickies defense.
What a crucial stop.
but there is a flag on the play.
Wait.
Let's see what it is. Flag on the play. This could be crucial. If it is on Lowell, this game might be over. If it's on the Brickies, we've got a lot left to play.
The deflection was made by number 44,
Ryan
Flores. He had come out from an injury earlier in the game.
Came back in, and what a crucial moment.
Yeah,
to take part in.
that is awesome to see. There are flags on the play, though.
It could be some kind of celebration on the Brickies after the play, which they would still have the ball. So let's see. They're picking up the flag.
Waved off.
There is no flag.
No flag on the play. Brickies ball with a minute 42 left.
All they got to do is run the clock. There's one timeout left for Lowell.
This might be it.
Brickies just need a first down.
What a roller coaster this game has been, Kevin.
Been insane, and I'm so glad to have called it with you.
I am. This is so exciting.
First down, Hobart. Here we go.
So Lowell has one timeout left that I'm sure they're going to use.
Handoff Turley. Don't want to get the first down on this play because then they just hold their timeout. Actually, no, they'll call. No, it doesn't matter. You get a first down here, the Brickies win. All you got to do is kneel it out from there. Timeout Lowell. Minute 34 remaining.
I believe that is Lowell's final timeout.
That it is.
A minute 34. As of now, it's looking like the Brickies will be playing in the regional game.
So, Brickies, if barring some miracle for Lowell, will play Logansport in the next game. And of course, we will stay live for the presentation of the sectional title trophy. Obviously.
Yeah.
Got to see the celebration. Hobart looking to defend their sectional title. Only a first down away from repeat sectional titles.
Yeah, if they get this first down, this game is done.
Hobart fans ecstatic after that huge fourth down play. Babcock got pressure on Stojancic. It seemed he panicked, threw it away, and Ryan Flores was there to make the play of the game, possibly, knocking that ball down.
I thought you were a scholar.
Second and 5, ball on the 50.
Now you probably don't want to pass it here because an interception is possibly crucial. And there it is, here we go,
Just
third and 2.
Few yards away from a sectional championship. Clock continuing to tick down.
Now, if Hobart doesn't get it, they would only be leaving Lowell with a very small amount of seconds left, even if they didn't get it. And here it is. Handoff to Early. Up the middle. And there it is! That is your ball game! First down, Hobart, and that, my friends, is your ball game. After a second half of extreme defensive back and forth, what a play by Tyler Turley to break that plane and just make it through for that first down.
Yeah.
That might make the game. That not even might, it will make the game. Brickies need to run one more play in this game, and they have secured their second straight sectional title. And the Brickies take victory formation as Riley Johnston takes a kneel for the Hobart Brickies,
and that is game.
Title.
What an incredible game to watch, to commentate, to listen to. Oh my goodness.
And that, my friends, is probably the best college, high school football game I've watched in a very long time.
That is, I could not agree with you more.
Both teams left everything
Yeah.
on the field.
So all three of us were a lot short of our score predictions.
We expected an offensive battle,
Yeah,
and there was
we
so
received quite
much
the
defense.
opposite.
Hey, Matt, will you announce that?
You hear through the microphone some of the fans talking to each other.
So Kevin, I gotta ask you, who do you think the MVP of this game was?
Well, I don't know. I really got to say, I can't really give a.
Yeah.
Maybe Turley. He had the big first down. He carried the Bricky run game throughout the game, and was a force on defense. So that's my pick. Another pick could be Ryan Flores for coming back from injury and making what could be the play of the game.
There's no way that is not play of the game.
Yeah. So once again, that is your final score. Hobart Brickies 10, Lowell Red Devils 7. In what we thought would be an offensive shootout turned defensive ground and pound, just old school, hard-nosed football. What a great game to watch. This was like watching a 1980s SEC game.
Yeah, this is like the Super Bowl 53. I believe.
Come on.
I'm just saying, if you, in terms of a defensive game, it definitely goes to the. Hey, you said that. What's his name? Equaled DK Metcalf.
All right. He's fast and strong. Okay, I've got a reason.
Rob Locke says Turley MVP.
And there they
And
is.
they hold their second straight sectional title.
And there it is. As you see right there, Hobart holding their second straight sectional title as they move on to play Logansport. So, once again, obviously, fans are not allowed to charge the field. That's not a thing you can do. Specifically, fans are reminded that entering the playing field at any time is strictly prohibited. Includes tonight's post-game championship presentation. So thank you to the fans, obviously, for cooperating with these rules. And it's overall just what a great game to watch. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was yeah.
The only negative I see right now is, sadly, we see Cameron Smith on crutches. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He put his heart on the line every game, and he is one of the most hard-felt, emotional players of the game. Hope he's okay.
I'm off next Friday. I'm off Wednesday. Next Friday is Dom's birthday. We have to go.
And there you have it. Hobart Brickies, back-to-back sectional title. And all respect to Lowell football, too. Their defense left it all on the line, did everything that they could.
Lowell should not be leaving this game with their heads low. They should be hanging them high. They put everything out there that they could. It was an incredible showing by both teams. It just happened to be that Hobart came out on top.
Yeah, hey, I told you that field goal could have been the difference, and there it is. So, there it is, folks. 10-7 is your final score. And what a game it was. And there we are, Hobart Brickies, back-to-back sectional champs, looking to become back-to-back regional champs and move on to another semi-state, and this time out for blood, ready for that state title this time. And as usual, we will be staying live until they sing the fight song, which they are about to do. So we will be cutting out me and Luke for a little bit as we hear the fight song. And there it is. This has been your IHSAA Section 17 sectional title game 4A, and your Hobart Brickies are the champions of Section 17. Any closing statements?
I just want to thank all of our viewers that were watching. This is the highest showing we've had this entire season. We peaked at about 750 viewers.
Yes, thank you so much for the support. We love having you guys here, and we're so glad to be able to present such a great football team and such a great program. So once again, thank you so much for joining in. I'm Kevin Ray. This
I'm
is Luke
Luke Weinman.
And this is Ethan Locke. We'll see you guys later.